Hello, friends, Romans, and also countrymen, and I accidentally quit out of the world. Oh no, that may have broken it. Okay. We're here with Redstone recipes to splice. I'm sorry, it's really noisy. Ah, it's still working. You notice anything weird about that? Because I do. These blocks are literally not being pushed through. These are just changing. We break. Okay. This, let me just show what this is. These here are the fastest possible piston, whoops, that you can make. Or fastest possible pushing piston you can make. So, pushes it, right? That doesn't look too fast, but that's me spamming blocks as fast as I possibly can, and it just continually pushes. Like, I can just hold down and it keeps going. It's incredibly fast. So, I made a clock out of it, because I thought, why not? So, you put 1 in, 2 in, 3 in, 4 in, and then I put a gold block in so I could mark where it was. So it goes pretty fast, and I got, oh, okay, that's cool. So I put another, well, I tried to put another gold block in. It's kind of hard to do, because it pushes so freaking fast, and sometimes that happens. But, have you noticed something? There were 5 blocks in there. And now there are 4. So, let's just put in an extra block here. It goes incredibly fast, and you notice there's kind of weird junk going on with the blocks, so they're phasing together a little bit. Now, I don't know if it'll happen again, because it just happened randomly. But you can see how fast this is going. So, I don't know if it'll happen again. It might, or it may not. But, yeah, what happened is the block they just glitched into each other. But the pistons still thought they were pushing other blocks. So, I'm not quite sure what to think. It's kind of an awesome glitch. I kind of wish it was more consistent. But, yeah, I'm sorry for the noise, by the way. Oh, we're getting it a little bit there. We've got 1 block that's just been phased into another block. You can see there. Whoop, 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 whoop. And just look how ridiculously fast these pistons are. You can create some really cool looking patterns. So I'm just going to fly up here. Oh, there it is. I guess you just need to give it a amount of time. But look. Now I can transform iron blocks into gold blocks. By pure magic. So yeah, guys, if you want to phase blocks into each other, that would be the way to do it. Let's, as cool as I think that is, let's try to build a smaller one. See if we can't create that glitch even faster. So it would look something like this, with a block. Oh, we can't. There's no way to create a smaller one, because the design takes up too much space. Because of this right here. So, never mind. This, I guess, is the smallest you can make it. Anyway, that's not really what the point of this video is as cool as it is. There's a few things I want to show off in the video. And the reason I'm showing them off here is because they're pretty small. Notice we're also outside of Red Lab. So this is a revised version of a mini-game that I made that's incredibly simple. There's no actual redstone except for redstone torches. And the idea of the game is to kill your opponent. You have 2 players, you start on opposite ends, and you have TNT. And the idea is you're running along these platforms, and you can place TNT in these holes, and they get primed and go off. And so, with the delay, and also, if you noticed there, when I place a TNT and then another TNT, it'll knock the primed TNT to the side. So you can use that as a tactic to sort of strategically place TNT. Now this is a bit of a problem. I haven't figured out a good way to make it so you can only place TNT in these slots. But yeah, just you jump around and place TNT and try to kill your opponent. It's kind of like a Bomberman-esque kind of game. But you're not like breaking down boxes or walls and things. Yeah, so that's the idea. It's just a lot of jumping around and fighting opponents. So this is a minigame, really, really super easy to build. You can build it at any size. I just built this one little deal and then built another square of 9, another square of 9. Yeah, super fun. I've played it with people. It's quite enjoyable. And I plan on expanding on this and making it, adding some cool, difficult elements to it to really, really make it a fun game. So the next thing that we've got, I'll save this for last, is this beast of a tower. Yeah, it's a big old beast of a tower, and we're not doing one of those like, oh, this isn't usually where we are thing, because, yeah, well, whatever. I built it, and I just want to show it off. It's kind of cool. It's vaguely inspired by Game of Thrones, in the scene where Daenerys Targaryen, when she's in Qarth is what they call it because they're all British, Qarth, when she walks around the tower. If you know the scene, you'll know it. But anyway, this room filled with lava and everything. The whole point, well, I'll show you. So we walk out, doors open, and then we walk around the tower. Walking around. It's a giant tower. And I was also starting to sing Walking Around in My Banana Shoes. Walking around in my banana shoes. Walking around in my banana shoes. Going squish, squish, squish. Squish, squish, squish. Going squish, squish, squish. And we're grabbing around. Hey, what's going on? So the idea is, if you notice, we're back at the entrance. Yes, that is the entrance. I'm not just fooling you. I'm going to fly it around real quick. Just to show this. There are no doors. Now, the trick to this is not that, oh, you know, oh, it's magic, there's no door, what? That's not the trick. The trick is that it's silent. That's the cool part. I mean, I'm not going to go around saying, oh, look, I can make a door close. That's my magic skill. But no. The cool part is it's completely silent and completely, well, not redstone-less, but you can't see the redstone, and you don't know you're activating the redstone. Keep in mind, I'm using 13W06A, that snapshot, but any snapshot with the command block test4 command, and you'll see why in a moment. So, actually, you know what am I doing? What am I doing with my life? This, apparently. So, let me just show you the redstone here. In here, we've just got the workings of the door. Simple, just some comparators and pistons. Oh, it's starting to rain. It's not supposed to do that. Maybe I'm too far away. Hold on. Give me a moment of your time. Oh, yeah, I really shouldn't be flying this far away, but... because I'm lazy, but... okay. Problem solved. Or should be, at least. Yeah. Okay, so... we've got our comparators connected to our pistons, yada yada yada. But the important part here is the workings underneath. So what we've got here is a system where right here you can see there's the pressure plate, and when you step on that pressure plate there's actually a piston right here that pushes this block out over the redstone torch here, sending out a redstone signal up to just the things to open the door. Now, that's pretty simple. It's just a good way of making a door that opens one time, that doesn't need to be, or that doesn't automatically close. Good for adventure maps. Simple way to do it. But the important part is this here. And this is a piston to reset the door. And you can see this redstone trails off that direction. And so let's just do this. Close this back off again. and I'll show you where that goes. So, if you're a little disoriented, it actually heads this way. The redstone line comes out right here, actually. And so if I break out this area here, you'll see there's a command block here. And this command block has the test 4 command. All players, I'm actually going to change this because it really should be revised to a range of 5. All players, it's testing for all players in a range of 5. Any player. It's just closest player within the range of 5 blocks of this command block. And I've got this, not even that fast clock, it's just, oh, that was weird. It's just fast enough to update the thing so that when I fly out of range, it's pretty quick. And especially with the size of the tower, the scale does help a lot. So what it does is it tests for players that are close by, and it sends out a redstone signal to the door to close. But the clever part about it is the tower is large enough that at no point when you are in range of this command block will you be close enough to the door to, 1, see it, because the doors are inset. That's on purpose. The door is inset. And 2, you'll never be close enough to hear the piston sound. Now, I'm just gonna fly back in here, and we're gonna do it one more time just to show it off. So, the door opens, doesn't close once you've opened it, and I'm gonna just fly over here, and just try to listen for it. Do you hear it? No. You will always, that's the clever part about the size of the tower. It's made just large enough, so it doesn't look that large from, like, you know, flying around side of it, but it's just large enough that you will never hear that piston closing the door. So you've got this cool little design that even if you were to sprint from that door right to here and back, you wouldn't hear it. And that is really the key part of it. And so you can build some cool adventure map things with this, and up here it's full of lava, and that's a lava drop, which is fun to build. It's just a fun thing to fall through lava. But yeah, big old tower for a very small demonstration, but, you know, whatever. And the last thing, actually the last 2 things I'm going to show, are some cool things having to do with new updates. So, right here, I am currently wearing armor, and I'm going to actually take off that armor so I can show this off. Now, this machine over here, what it is just a command block, which is what you're stepping on with the pressure plate, and then these 3 dispensers. And it has to do with an update to dispensers that happened a little while ago, but I haven't covered it yet. And the dispensers are just hooked up via hoppers. Now what's awesome is if you walk onto this pressure plate, clears my inventory, and gives me a set of armor. And that is the new update to dispensers, that when they dispense armor onto you, it automatically puts it in the correct slots. But what the neat part about it is, let me just go into here, is that because it clears your inventory, so let me just grab diamond armor here. Whoops, diamond armor. I know it's not a full set. Even though I have diamond armor on, it re-gears me. So this is really good in conjunction with something that I'll talk about in a later video once the release of 1.5 happens. Because one thing I want to mention, a lot of this stuff, well, all of this stuff, has to do with the new update. But I want to wait until the update is stable before I'm showing you all of these things, because they're all subject to change. So I mean, this is pretty solid that it's not going to change, so that's not a problem. But I do want to just, I don't want to give you something where it's you build it one day and then the next day it doesn't work. So that's the idea behind waiting on some of these features, such as the teams that you can do. And the scoreboards are probably subject to change. I'm not sure. I did show you guys that, but you can do new things with the scoreboard. And I'm just gonna wait until things are more solidified. But then I'll show you some cool things with teams, and that's where this becomes very cool, because you can use it as a team selector to give you colored armor based on what team you're on. And I'll show you that later in a later video. But this is the last thing. It's just a fun little thing you can do with comparators, redstone, some blocks, water, and dispensers. Just really, really upgrading, and upward-facing dispensers, that's the important part. Really upgrading the player launcher, so it spawns a butt-ton of TNT. Woo! You can just barely see the top of my... here, let's start flying. It's kind of laggy. Oh, alright. We'll go onto my lava drop here. This is something I was just doing for fun. We need a block there. Stone slab will be good. Forgot to put that in. This is just fun. Boop. Stand in the on the slab. Doo. And that wasn't even part way down. Wow. Anyway, this is fun because I'm in creative. Less fun if you were in survival. Anyway, those are some just cool things you can do. Very, very short. Well, not very short, but short enough redstone little video just to show off some cool things. And other than that, that's a weird lighting glitch. Other than that, I'd like to thank you guys for watching. And I'd like to say, make sure to rate, comment, and also subscribe. And let me know if there are specific things you want to see in the future. Voice cracking and all that good stuff. Yeah, make sure to do that. Also check out our website, namelesspixel.net, where we post a video every single weekday. And news about that, this coming Wednesday is the premiere of a new show on Nameless Pixel called Situationally Mediocre. It's hard for me to say. Situationally Mediocre. It's with my two lovely friends, Evanescent Hero and Reginald McMuffin, people with very long usernames. You can refer to them as Hero and Reginald, I'm sure. I'm sure they won't mind. I have no part in this, which is kind of exciting for me, because that means that NP is expanding beyond just my work. And I know Apollo has, stuff on there, but Apollo's kind of become the web guy, and that's fine. But anyway, the point is, it's expanding to more than just me, which is cool, and it's becoming something interesting. And so, you will be seeing the debut of that on Wednesday, and Fahrenheit, which normally occupied Wednesday's slot, will be shifted to Fridays, and the Situationally Mediocre will come out Wednesdays and Saturdays every week, hopefully. Fingers crossed that it keeps coming out. And I will still be doing I'll be doing 4 days of content instead of 5, and then they will be putting up 2 days of content a week. So, without further ado, I'd like to thank you guys for watching, and I apologize for running in circles.